And he's out, as you mentioned, 5 to 7 more weeks.
He still is the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year. He'll certainly get passed in rookie points before he comes back, but knowing Bedard, he might catch up and pass the pack a second time. The Blackhawks need scoring, of course, and Bedard gave them most of that. So you look to a player such as Jason Dickinson, who was really a cast-off by Vancouver in the offseason, but he has the pedigree of former first-round draft pick of the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, it's fun when you see in a rebuild situations, players get opportunities and they can emerge. And we're looking at Dickinson getting this 2-year deal.
Watching Chicago.
28 years of age. Getting 404 games under his belt now. He's seen the NHL. He's seen the
San Jose.
able to handle it. Now he's starting to really excel. Good young, good player here for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Dickinson with 14 goals, and as Brett said, earned himself a new 2-year contract extension today. It's the first of 3 meetings between these longtime rivals in the Western Conference. Sharks here in Chicago. We'll be back with the opening face-off next.
How do you like your burger, Greeny?
Well done, please.
I don't know if you can take those guys and cover the spread. The weather gets cold and they crumble.
Yeah, not everyone can handle the elements.
You know, I never really bought into all that cold weather stuff.
Really, Greeny? I'm always taking the cold weather teams, especially in the playoffs.
You flip them? The great ones tough it out, regardless of the weather. Should have brought my mittens. It's 48 degrees. Yeah, but the wind is whipping off that lake.
We're 30 miles from the lake.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not one based on whatever this person is doing. Get a rate based on you with DriveWise and the Allstate app.
It's our phone bill. We pay for things that we don't need.
That's a bit dramatic.
We must tighten our belts.
A better plan to save is Verizon.
That's right. Plans start at $25 per line, guaranteed for 3 years. Only on Verizon.
The competition's never been better. The stars have never been brighter.
Wearing the 30th anniversary jersey for the Sharks in this game. Also watching the Jets and Islanders.
There's no stopping us now. This is Sharks.
Yeah.
That's our move.
Rooting for the Jets.
Women's College Hoops on ESPN and ABC.
Live sports.
All right, this game should be starting now. Yo, San Jose Sharks.
And buy Jack in the Box. Grab a Jack Wrap today for just $3.29. Only at Jack in the Box.
Back in Chicago, as we're just about set to go, let's get you set goaltending-wise. Mackenzie Blackwood gets the net for the Sharks.
Blackwood for San Jose.
36 saves in the Sharks' loss at Ottawa.
Mrazek for Chicago.
And the 31-year-old veteran, Peter Mrazek, he makes his 5th straight start in goal for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Go
We
Sharks.
are underway. This 110th meeting over the last 32 years between the Sharks and Chicago. As John Ruda sends it cross ice to his defense partner, Henry
Austin,
Flores. You
Cunnin,
look
Bailey.
at the line combinations and defense
Lebanc,
players for
Carpenter,
both teams. For the
Sabres and San
Sharks,
Jose.
a change or two of note. Anthony Duclair not in
Washington,
the lineup,
Ferraro.
not injured, so he's a scratch for the Sharks.
Ferraro and Ruda.
Mike
Where
Hoffman,
are
who didn't play in Buffalo
Okachuk
yesterday,
and
draws
Bros.
back in. Kalen Addison remains on
Chicago.
the
San
sidelines
Jose.
defensively.
Pitlick,
for the San
Kershave,
Jose
Radish,
Sharks. As they
Blackwell,
wrap up this 5-game
Dickinson,
road trip
Anderson,
here, try to pick up a second win.
Reichel,
Again,
Entwistle,
with the loss in
Gedman.
Toronto, then their one victory, which
Kachuk,
came in Montreal,
Sanford, and
but they
Bernard.
followed that up with consecutive defeats at Ottawa and
Vlasic
yesterday
and
in
Jones.
Western New York against the Sabres.
Korchinski and Zaitsev.
Kyle Granlund for the Sharks.
Girardi and
Chipping it
Magna.
into the Blackhawks zone. Played ahead by the former Shark.
Oh, come on.
Magna couldn't get it out.
Oh.
Shot by Zetterlund, just missing the net wide. And if there's one thing that David Quinn emphasized more than anything when he addressed the media this morning is
Not a
that
fan
he
of the
wants his
dark
team
helmets on
to
the white
shoot
jerseys.
puck tonight. He said, I want us to shoot to score, of
That's what
course,
the
but I
Sharks
want us
are
to
doing in
shoot
this game.
for rebounds
Oh.
as we see
Oh.
from there. That gets put back to the night by
So
net
close.
by Bailey. He said, I want us to shoot when the opportunity presents itself. I just want us to shoot.
Yeah, 2 in yesterday's game, and unacceptable that the Sharks don't even get a shot on goal. And I think that's the one that's ringing that you have to hit the pillow at night and think about over and over again. So I agree with them 100%.
Well, you see the drop-down graphic there. Sharks with the fewest average shots on goal in the NHL, just a little over 25, and the
I
most
miss
allowed.
the
That's
NBC
not
days of
a
the
good
NHL.
combination.
Watching the
Also
NBC
change
feed
your mindset.
for
You get
San
chances to
Jose,
shoot like
and
fire.
Islanders just scored.
Chicago, they've lost 3 in a row after winning their first game
Hellebuck
without
didn't like it.
Connor Bedard, who did undergo surgery last week. He's out for another 5 to 7 weeks with a fractured
happen.
jaw. He got everybody here excited yesterday when he went on the ice for the Blackhawks practice, and he skated again today, but he is no closer to coming back than the original 6 to 8 week diagnosis after the surgery, which was a week ago.
That's going
He's
to count.
eager to be with his teammates and be out on the ice, and that's a good sign for Chicago. As it's steered back into the Hawks zone, Mrazek holding it there. He'll reverse. Now to this side, it's Kevin Korchinski. He'll work it up to the center ice area. Reichel with a pass that's intercepted by Kevin LeBay. Now Scott Sabourin back in the lineup for a second straight game on the trip as he returned to the lineup yesterday in Buffalo. Brought back the other way by Alex Vlasic. Spelt the same, and they are related. Alex, the cousin of Sharks defenseman
Oh, they're cousins.
Mark Edouard Vlasic.
Oh, what a hit.
Are brothers. Of course, the Vlasics that are affiliated with the Sharks are from Quebec. The Vlasics here are from
Whoa.
Wilmington. Blackwood comes
Saved by
across
Blackwell.
and makes a nice save there off Boris Kachuk.
Juke, what a shot. And Blackwood, spectacular save. That's similar to the one that he made early in the game against Montreal.
Shots are
Pushing
2-1
that
Sharks right
to
now.
left, and Kachuk kind of coming in late there, and a beautiful one-time opportunity that he takes it away.
Time for our Taco Bell take. Brett, what are your keys?
Well, shorter shifts. I think the Sharks' 5th game of this road trip.
3 minutes gone in the first period so
Energy
far.
high, short shifts will help. Want the puck. I think the Sharks got away from that a little bit in that last game. Just didn't want the puck, and that's not the way you need to play. Get your mind ready to want that puck every time you're on the ice.
Sharks have lost 2 in a row on this trip. They've lost 9 of their last 10 overall.
Whoa.
That lone victory coming against Montreal. When they did all the things you want to do, they took a lead first. They led going into the third period and then closed out that game. And those 3 elements is something they've only done 5 times this year. Sharks with 10 wins, 31 losses, and 3 more in overtime or shootout. They need more of that formula.
They do. I think scoring first and holding the lead, playing with some confidence, and they did get some good saves in that hockey game when they needed them as well from Blackwood.
Tomas Hertl's lying on the ice right now. He's out there with Zadina and Eklund. Fourth straight game together for Zadina and Hertl. It hasn't produced a whole lot of offense yet. Zadina with 1 goal in those 4 games with Hertl, and Hertl with just 2 assists. Tomas is struggling to score goals right now, like a lot of the Sharks. Hertl with just 1 in his last 10 games. As the Hawks, Jason Dickinson sends it ahead. Dickinson, a former first-round draft pick of the Dallas Stars.
Former
Didn't
star,
work
yeah.
out there. Moved on to the Vancouver Canucks. Didn't work out there. And they were
Forgot he
looking
went
to
to
shed
Vancouver for a minute.
salary when they sent him, along with a draft pick here to Chicago. But he's turned out to be a much more productive player than I think
Whoa.
the Hawks even thought they would. They must have liked something about him to take him. And now he's got himself 14 goals
Whoa.
in a new contract. As the shot from the wing from Taylor Radish goes wide, Hawks keep it in. And goes back to work here.
Got this
Radish,
thing
the
here,
forward
control the
Tampa Bay
lights
Lightning forward.
for goals
Came
and
over in
whatnot.
the Brandon Hagel trade, which was a great trade for the Lightning. Hagel's been a real important player for them as Nikita Hochuk steers it up the near side boards, kept in by the Hawks, and now they go back to work. Radish back over to the far side. Megna, the former Shark. Jacob wearing number 24 and skating on that right side of defense. We've
Oh,
got a San Jose penalty coming up. Tripping will be the call, and Chicago will go on.
Barabanov's
the power
gonna go
play
for a
here in the
trip.
first period.
Barabanov just coming across that blue line as the Blackhawks working that puck around. And right there on that little pull to the backhand is where Barabanov takes the penalty. So first power play is going to go to the Blackhawks here. Chicago's power play,
tripped up.
second worst. They're 31st in the NHL. Sharks
Chicago's power play is worse than Penn's. Oh my God.
Saw off.
How is that even
But
possible?
The bad news for the Sharks penalty kill is that lately it's really battled. 9 power play goals allowed over the last 8 games. A little bit skewed by the 3 they allowed in Toronto on the first game of this road trip. Here is Vlasic and now Seth Jones as the Blackhawks on this first period power play. Radish setting it down, deflecting off his stick and
There we
cleared
go.
by the Sharks' William Eklund.
Eklund out there with Hurdle to start that PK. And so David Quinn giving Eklund a chance to keep his legs in the hockey game here by getting out on a penalty kill.
The injured Connor Bedard, as you might guess, leads them in power play points with 8. Among the players in the lineup, Kurashev, Johnson, 3 goals each. Nick Foligno, who's also injured,
Like, I want the Sharks to win
power play
because I
goals
like the
for the
Sharks.
Blackhawks as well.
But I also don't mind if they lose because Mac was celebrating. Jets power play.
And then suffered a season-ending knee injury. So for all
Oh,
the good luck they
good
got
luck.
winning the lottery, they've had bad luck with injuries since then. And of course, losing the key piece, Bedard, for a month and a half. Hawks come off the boards with it. And
Oh.
Jones steps into one. A screamer that goes over the Sharks net. He doesn't have a goal yet this year, Seth Jones, sitting on 11 assists as Blackwood will make the save there on the wrist shot from Vlasic.
A good job by Blackwood to catch that and get the whistle and let this PK unit get off the ice and get 4 new bodies out there. Good peripheral stuff from the Chicago Blackhawks. Nothing really dangerous on the inside. This is just the Sharks playing good positionally in their own zone and doing a nice job there on that penalty kill so far.
Blackhawks have been off since Saturday when they lost 3-1 to Dallas. Of course, the Sharks are playing back-to-back.
Some Alice in Chains in the
The
stadium.
only back-to-back on this road trip. They'll have another one in short order when they play on the road in LA next
Whoa.
week and then come right back home to face the New York Rangers the next night. Hawks still
Go
working
Sharks
here on
against
the
the
power
Rangers,
play
of
for
course.
another half minute.
Hate the Rangers.
Shot by Mackenzie Entwistle, and that missed the net. Out front, and Reichel will try to set up.
Oh, here's a chance for San Jose, maybe.
As Hurdle will send it up ice for Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Eklund, a drop pass intercepted by Dickinson.
Sharks have like no chemistry. Oh, got an injury here in
Shot
the Winnipeg
missing
game.
the target there as the Blackhawks just about out of power play time. Barabanov out of the box. One more look for Chicago.
Oh,
Hurdle tried to backhand that bouncing puck
Awkward
for
fall.
Barabanov as he came out of the box, but couldn't make contact. Fired to the front of the Sharks' net. A turnaround effort there by Cole Gutman. Gutman,
Oh.
California player.
his stick like right on the neck, and he just goes
Southern
head first in
California,
the
came out of
boards.
the
Ow.
Junior LA Kings system. And on to
How's that not a penalty?
University of Denver, where he won a national championship with
He's
Sharks
pretty clear
goaltending.
hook. He's just gonna sit on the
Goaltender
bench.
Magnus Krona, who we saw up
He's pissed.
a little while ago. There is number 70 Gutman.
It's to see another college player getting an
That was
opportunity in the
Pretty clear
NHL.
hook and high stick.
Seen so many of the NCAA players now just make the jump.
No penalty.
With 4 years of being able to develop
oh my
college
God.
hockey and then coming right in and being a little bit stronger and a little bit older to step into the
Not even taking
NHL.
back for
So
concussion
the Sharks
protocol.
get it done on the penalty kill.
Hmm.
Now back to 5-on-5 play here in this opening period. Zach Sanford
Yeah, they are
kicked
gonna
out
take
of
him
the
back.
face-off circle. He was just picked up on waivers. With all of their injuries, the Blackhawks had to scramble to find some more NHLers, and Sanford was one of those.
There's no way they don't take him back
Claimed him
after
on
that.
waivers. Here's
All right, back
Barbanov.
to this game.
He'll send it ahead for Zetterlund. Off the block, it comes back to Kevin Korchinski. Korchinski, one of those players who the Blackhawks feel is going to be a big part of their future. He was a teammate of Connor Bedard's on Team Canada at the World Championships. Loose puck, Zetterlund, and Mrazek somehow.
We got some pushing and shoving.
That as Korchinski now getting into it with one of the Sharks in front of the San Jose net.
Well, first of all, nice play by Barabanov looking for the seam play all the way across, and then it was Korchinski with a little cross check on Cunnin right in front of the net, and he responds nicely.
The NHL's premier esports event is back with the EA Sports NHL 24 World Championship. Rep your favorite club and play EA Sports NHL 24 and compete for a share of $150K. Register now at NHL.com/NHL24.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need my weighted hoop? It's for my snatched waist. It's my dog chase lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold coffee machine. Lake making kit.
Jets and Pens on February 10th.
Cover that too. Yes.
Go Pens.
Hi, Janice. I'll take 5. Is my voice on TV right now?
How you like your burger, Greeny? Well done, please. I don't know if you can take those guys and cover the spread. The weather gets cold and they crumble.
Yeah, not everyone can handle the elements.
You know, I've never really bought into all that cold weather stuff. Really, Greeny? I'm always taking the cold weather teams. Especially in the playoffs. You put my the great ones tough it out, regardless of the weather. I should have brought my mittens. It's 48 degrees. Yeah, but the wind is whipping off that lake. We're 30 miles from the lake.
Five scores. Ohochuk's maybe his best game yesterday. It had 5 hits, and what I'm seeing is that he's looking at the body now, not so much looking at where that puck is when he's engaging. Yeah, the stick was there on the ice as he's going in, but he's looking to plaster somebody. And Ken Danico, I remember us in New Jersey, said this kid can hit. We're now starting to see that confidence come in the physicality side for Nikita Ohochuk.
Danico, of course, the former Devils defenseman and
Oh,
Hockey Hall of
come on.
Famer. Mike Hoffman back in the
Come on, get
lineup
it.
here tonight on this line with Bailey
There
and
you go.
Bennett. Hoffman down low is 24 in red. That's Smegna, the former
Why do the
Shark.
Sharks
They,
suck?
of course, work teammates as this is Smegna's or Hoffman's first year with the Sharks. Colin Blackwell sends it out on the right wing.
Bonk.
Now Blackwell working against Kyle Burrows.
Oh.
Blackwell,
Oh.
a former Sharks draft
Nice.
pick, but never played for the Sharks at the NHL level, did play at the AHL level for the organization. Here's Blackwell. He'll get it to Dickinson, drops it to the blue line, and a shot by Tenorti deflects high. Seth Jones, he'll take it down the wing, give it over to Blackwell.
Oh.
With a touch.
For what?
Got another penalty call coming here.
Ryan Carpenter's going to get the slash here. Sharks have taken the first 2 penalties of this hockey game. And
Where was the slash?
has a 2-minute minor for slashing. Carpenter kind of in the middle of the ice, and Chicago trying to cut across just inside that blue line. He got a little piece on the midsection.
David Quinn looking down at the floor. That's where the monitors are on the benches. Taking another look at this.
Okay.
That slash right there in on Vlasic.
It's not much.
Go right back to the power play. Seth Jones with a shot went blocker side, but missed the net. Kurashev. And then from behind his own goal, it's cleared down the ice by Jan Ruda.
Recognizing that Seth Jones was down deep there and nobody at the point, he just wraps it all the way down.
Vlasic out on this power play for Chicago. Now Rem Pitlick. who's looking for his first goal of the year, just picked up in a trade by the Blackhawks. Maybe his fourth game with them. Nice dangle to the net there by Kurashev. He's one of their top scorers, 23 points, second behind only Bedard. Now Jones, and back to Alex Vlasic. Kurashev waits, shoots, and that one's blocked by Ferraro. And Mario able to clear it down.
That's a good block there by Ferraro. And one of the guys that's doing that on a nightly basis. But that earlier opportunity by Chicago maybe got a little bit high up there, top of the circle. And actually fell down. That created that chance for the Blackhawks power play.
This one rattles round to Dickinson. He can't hang on, and Vlasic has the opportunity to clear it down, and does. Marc-Edouard Vlasic scored his first goal of this season on this road trip in Ottawa back on the weekend. Korchinski back to the point. Gutman over the other side. Back for Korchinski. Goes across the grain. Looking for Lucas Reichel. A little behind.
This would be
him.
like the least entertaining game I've seen all season because both of these teams are just
Donato.
awful.
And the former has his shot deflect up and out of play.
It's Vlasic now, this time in that shot lane. So last opportunity for Chicago, blocked by Ferraro. This time, Vlasic paying the price. Donato, former Sharp. A couple good seasons there in Seattle. And right there, there's where Vlasic is perfect position there to block that shot.
18 left in the Carpenter minor penalty. In a scoreless first period here at the United Center. A quick shot by Donato. Rebound, they score. We just talked about Cole Gutman. He has his fourth of the year, and the Blackhawks are on the board on the power play.
There's the shot in front. Blackwood makes the save. I think Gutman actually makes his play between his legs. As Ferraro stumbles here a little bit. Can't get the clear, kept
1-0
in.
Hawks.
Shot is, again, recognizing how high that Ferraro got up there, and the recovery coming back actually comes off of Blackwood and then off of the leg of Mario Ferraro and goes in the back of the net. So tough break there for Blackwood and Ferraro both, and they pick up a power play goal. The Hawks do.
Just their 18th power play goal of the season. They have been 0 for 8 in their last 3+ games before that goal by Cole Gutman, the 24-year-old from Northridge, California. So the Hawks on the board, 1-0 on the power play. We'll work it over to Kyle Burrows. Burrows wants Centerland, and he's got him in the zone. A hard backhand pass out of Granlund's reach. Now Barabanov behind the net. Wrapped up there by Tenorti. Centerland again. He'll just scoop it ahead. Granlund there. Nice cutback move against Tenorti. Gets it up top. Centerland on the wing, and Mrazek up on his toes to make the save there off of Nikita Okhotiuk. Cole Gutman's fourth goal of the year on the power play. Gave Chicago the lead.
How do you like your burger, Greeny? Well done, please. I don't know if you can take those guys and cover the spread. The weather gets cold, and they cold.
Yeah, not everyone can handle the elements.
You know, I never really bought into all that cold weather stuff. Really, Greeny? I'm always taking the cold weather teams, especially in the playoffs. The great ones tough it out, regardless of the weather. I love my mittens. It's 48 degrees. Yeah, but the wind is ripping off that lake. We're 30 miles from the lake.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free.
The timer on the
So
live
he's
stream's
happy to
being
read the
stupid.
disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of
23.45, 23.50.
40 unlimited credits only. See how at turbotax.com.
Looks like it's just changing every 5 seconds.
That's me.
File your taxes 100% free with TurboTax
Yeah, that
Free
was 6
Edition
seconds.
and get your max refund guaranteed. Make your moves count. See if you qualify at turbotax.com.
Someone in this room stole my autographed basketball.
Geico makes it easy to bundle coverage for your car and home. Yeah, even purchase sports memorabilia.
But who stole it?
I'm pretty sure it's true.
Really? It's easy to Geico. We've been living it since day one. Glorious, beautiful, true. Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer.
5 Sports.
He takes strides that go this way, and I would have much rather seen him go straight back and be in position there to clear that body in front. Instead, he's late getting there. Rebound comes off of his leg and in the net. So tough break there again, but Ferraro's strides went north, and they should have been going south.
They award an assist on the goal to Ryan Donato, who, since leaving the Sharks, always seems to find a way to get on the score sheet against them.
He's tossed that both guys from the face
career
off.
goals against San
I remember last
Jose
time I
as
saw
a
that.
member of the Kraken, where he spent the last 2 years. And Donato also got valuable playoff experience.
Oh, nice hit.
The Kraken went 14 games deep into the Stanley Cup playoffs last year. Got a penalty coming up to Chicago here. And on the delay call, Black will leave the net as Hoffman now controls it. He'll leave it on the boards for a Hochuk. And it's possessed by Chicago. We'll get an interference penalty here against the Hawks. And a chance for the Sharks to retaliate on the power play.
Well, Jacob Magna, the former Shark, gets hit by Bailey in the corner and then retaliates on Bailey in front. Here's the hit right there. Throws Magna to the side, wins that battle on a one-on-one, and then in front, right thereafter, does the slew foot and the interference there. So Sharks get an opportunity on their power play here.
Sharks power play, right? 20th in the NHL at a little over 18%. And I would think David Quinn would want to see them shoot on the power play as well.
How is a Sharks power play better than defense?
Or with the man advantage, but they'll need
it's
the
not okay.
First, and Alex Vlasic is able to send it all the way down. Vlasic, a bigger player than his cousin Mark Edouard. Alex at 6'7" for the Blackhawks on defense. Must have got that American brand of Wheaties here in Illinois. The Classic was getting the Canadian brand. That was the difference in their height.
That's the difference. Well, that was a nice play by Vlasic there defensively for the Chicago Blackhawks. Nice poke check off of Eklund. That long stick.
Zetterlund, they'll snap it around to Hurdle, and now they'll try and get set up, and they do. Granlund back over to Tomas Hurdle. Barabanov's in front of the net. And the shot coming there from Zetterlund, saved by Mrazek. Good recovery by Eklund, and right to the stick of Zetterlund. He'll load up, get it to the net. Rebound opportunity, but Eklund unable to pick it up. Now the pass from Granlund got to
rotation from the Sharks.
They work it up top again. Eklund on the wing. His pass rejected out of the zone, and they'll have to regroup with 40 to go on the power play. Granlund down to the ice. He goes against Taylor Radish. Now Cunnin. Kevin LeBanc. Mario Ferraro. His shot goes wide. Ferraro again. Wants Hoffman over on the left wing. They work it to LeBanc. And now off the foot of Ferraro. He took it.
Chicago's got to be getting tired.
As LeBanc takes the shot. Blocked by the Hawks. Cunnin hands it back to LeBanc. Penalty over with Magna out of the box for the Hawks. As Kevin LeBanc got rocked down behind the Chicago net, but he's back up again. Had the puck, only to lose it to Tenorti. Stays 1-0 Chicago, under 6 to go here in the first. As the Sharks have their first power play opportunity snuffed out.
Yeah, not a lot of shots you were asking for there, Randy, on that power play. Sharks, again, neglecting to shoot.
This one's going to come back on an icing call against the Blackhawks. All Sharks games here on NBC Sports California are streamed live on the NBC Sports app for mobile or tablet. Stream the Sharks on the go. Brought to you by your Norcal Honda dealers. The Sharks fans in the crowd representing well there, all decked out. There's some more. It's one of those days to bundle up here. Right around face-off time, it was 2 degrees with a wind chill factor of -19. And it
2 degrees in
a
Chicago.
lot colder than that last night, where the wind chill factor was into the -30s. Sharks will be looking forward to going home after this game tonight for a couple of reasons.
Just to warm up, to unthaw.
California weather.
You hear the officials encouraging the players to move that puck out of that scrum along the boards.
Come on, let's go. There it is. Thank you.
Oh, you get a thank you there as well. Nice work by our audio crew here at the United Center. Yeah, we'll send that off the boards and down. Mrazek quickly wheeling it the other way.
Good stick list.
Mrazek's won 5 of his last 6 starts against the Sharks. He's had 7 career starts.
Whoa.
And 10 appearances overall against San Jose Mrazek.
Oh.
Has a record of 6-3. As this one comes off the glass from Korchinski. Fire one off for the Sharks. This will bounce through to the net. And Mrazek carefully handles that bouncing, rolling puck. And we will break. Just under 5 to go here in the first.
Every time you call on me, I drop what I do. You are my best friend, and we got some things to do.
When you're with Amex, you can get closer to what you love. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
How do you like your burger, Greeny? Well done, please. I don't know if you can take those guys and cover the spread. The weather gets cold and they crumble.
Yeah, not everyone can handle the elements.
You know, I really bought into all that cold weather stuff. Really, Greeny? I'm always taking the cold weather teams, especially in the playoffs. You put my the great ones tough it out, regardless of the weather. I should have brought my mittens. It's 48 degrees. Yeah, but the wind is whipping off that lake. We're 30 miles from the lake.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closures. How could you say that?
First time, Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh, this is my flavor. $5 duo at Burger King. Double up flavors when hunger dings. Whopper Junior and Royal Crispy Wraps for a lunch, dinner, or late night snack. BK, have it your way.
Live sports.
To the left, you recognize him, but you might not recognize the now 22-year-old young man next to him. That is cousin Alex Vlasic, who now is a defenseman here with the Chicago Blackhawks, drafted in the 2nd round back in 2019 out of Boston University, David Quinn territory.
6'6", 200 pounds. Alex Vlasic is.
Earlier today, Harmon Dial of The Athletic put out an interesting article of the 10 most improved players in the NHL this year, and he had Alex Vlasic ranked 6th most improved in the entire NHL over a season ago. For the record, the most improved, according to The Athletic, is the Islanders' Noah Dobson, but some nice compliment for Alex Vlasic. And his older cousin was talking about his development today and said for injuries that he's had to deal with the past couple of years, Alex would have been farther along than he is, but he certainly looks like he's going to be a part of the future here in Chicago. What they don't have is that offensive defenseman. In fact, the Blackhawks have the fewest goals from the defense in the NHL, only 7 in their blue line this year.
I mentioned Seth Jones. He had 12 goals last year, none this year. So his scoring has kind of dried up a little bit.
Here is Jones, who's on the big ticket. He's got 6 more years to go on his max contract, the 8-year deal he signed. As the Hawks will steer it ahead. Zach Sanford has it come right back the other way. Sanford claimed on waivers from Arizona back on January 6th. As the Blackhawks have been scrambling here due to injury. Of course, Connor Bedard, the big name, injured, but they've lost Taylor Hall for the season with a knee injury. And when Bedard got hurt, it was a double whammy. He was hit in the jaw by Brendan Smith of the Devils. Nick Foligno fought Brendan Smith after the hit, and Foligno broke his finger in the fight. So he's out because of all that. Andreas
Hawks got a lot of
Athanasiou out,
injuries.
Tyler Johnson, Anthony Beauvillier, who they got from Vancouver, and then tonight with a lower body injury, Connor Murphy.
Even though I
a
forgot
veteran
Beauvillier went to
defenseman, also
Vancouver. When he was in
out
Chicago.
for Chicago. So, like the Sharks have all year,
Jets and Islanders are starting.
dealing with a lot of injuries.
Second.
Sharks have lost the most man games of any team in the NHL. Hopefully to get healthier soon. We thought we'd see Logan Couture play on this road trip. He's been on the entire trip. He's been practicing and skating.
Couture's out.
Of course, did not appear. And now we'll look forward to whenever that happens, if it might, on Saturday when the Sharks are back in action.
Wheel. Oh.
Hawks leading 1-0 here in the first. With under 2 minutes to play, Luke Cunnin puts that one across to the other side of the ice. Cunnin with a goal in Montreal, which was the Sharks' best game of this road trip when they beat the Canadiens 3-2. Blackwood was in net that night, picked up his first road win of the season for the Sharks. McKenzie did. He's only seen 5 shots in this first period. The Gutman shot off a deflection went in. There's an effort from the right wing side that's blocked. Back to the line and slapped ahead by Tenorti. Kevin Labanc trying to flip that clear, yet pressure. Checked by Entwistle. Now the Hawks back on it. Lucas Reichel, number 27. The number made famous here in Chicago by Jeremy Roenick for all those years. Also a former Shark, of course.
How many teams did he play for?
Net,
Oh, come on.
bouncing around, and Mrazek able
Oh.
to find it. And now Tenorti comes in with a little bit of a late hit there on Scott Sabrin.
I thought that was
the
right.
bank there, just delivering the puck, listening to the coach saying, "Hey, I want more shots." And you got Carpenter there at the doorstep, and LeBanc, before he gets taken out along the boards, delivers the puck to the net. It's just a smart play. Again, that strides there of you want to see the other attack there from Sapper, maybe attack the net. That puck pops out and you're right there. But I like the fact that Carpenter was there at the doorstep.
Little boost of confidence for LeBanc in Ottawa when he scored. Has stayed in the lineup. Subsequent 2 games. In fact, he's been on that line with Ryan Carpenter. LeBanc has for the last 4 games now.
Good old Michael Granlund.
Granlund to take this face-off in the Chicago zone against Colin Blackwell. And Blackwell able to get it back for Vlasic. Turned over, and Barabanov sends it in front. Sederlin fans on his shot. Gets it back, goes up top for Jan Ruda to Henry Thrun. That one stayed on the blue line. The Sharks still on side. Now off the glass and down. The Hawks, Nikita Zaitsev, the former Ottawa Senator, out there, number 22 in red. Here's Zaitsev. He'll work it around to the far side. A backhand pass by Joey Anderson. Hawks in business here as Blackwell cuts to the inside. Never got the shot away. A little slow getting up as Jan Ruda, who went down on that play. Final 10 of the period here is Mrazek just directing a little traffic behind his net. The pass up for Dickinson. That's intercepted by the Sharks at center. And that'll do it for the opening period. Sharks outshoot Chicago 9-5, but Cole Gutman gets the only goal. It came on a power play halfway through the period for his 4th of the year.